been waiting all morning. I think it's time for food again.
I think so.
Fridays in food, we love it. Wine pairing is the art of using wine to enhance the flavour of food. It's the same with ingredients for dishes. Most people who cook know enough to pair ingredients whose flavours agree with one another and not use flavours so strong they overpower everything else.
For example, many chefs say it's taboo to have cheese mixed with raspberries. Well, earlier this morning we had Chef Omar Bernardi of Il Cielo, Italian restaurant and bar at the Hilton Singapore, to debunk some of these food myths.
Perhaps you can start with telling us what are some of these rules that the chefs usually stick by when it comes to food combining and pairing.
But in Italy you have some rules. The old chef don't want pairing. For example, coffee with fish or the fruit with meat. Some of this is totally no, you cannot.
Mainly because of the flavour, and it will clash or it overpowers each other?
Yeah. Normally for this they think the flavor cannot combine.
Okay.
But I try to combine.
Yes.
And I won't break the rule because I try to combine the pecorino cheese and the sea bream.
That's a big no-no, though, isn't it? Fish and cheese. People say because you want to taste the flavour of the fish, but how do you make sure that the cheese doesn't overpower?
Yeah, this you need to find the balance. Cannot put too much cheese. I drop my fish in the cheese. Why not? I try to cook, and I find the right balance.
Right.
So I think we can break the rules. We can pair in some different tastes.
Well, you never know unless you give things a try.
But recommended, I think, only for experts, right? Because only experts will know how much of each to put together. Yeah. Now, tell us a bit more about the ingredients then. We've got sea bream here, and this is flown in from Italy, I believe.
Yeah, we have a natural farm in Italy.
And it comes from a sustainable source as well.
Yeah. So this is an organic farm.
Yes.
They feed the fish with natural food and organic food, with fresh seaweed and small fish.
Okay, that obviously affects the flavour of the fish.
And let me ask you, because the fish still forms the main part of the dish, so are you not worried with a cheese as overpowering as pecorino? You're not concerned it might hide the freshness of the fish?
No. The taste of fish and the flavour of fish normally is like a seaweed. So the pecorino have a bit strong flavor because pecorino is an aged cheese, and give a bit of wood, a bit of herb, and can have a nice balance.
Well, tell us a bit more about the pasta that you've prepared as well. The pasta, and I believe you've got lots of textures in this pasta.
No, so I pairing the pasta with cheese because pasta is one of the symbol of Italy.
Of course.
Well, when you see the pasta, you think Italy. When you see pizza, you think Italy. So I want pairing the pasta with my fish, and I choose also this vegetable because it's quite like a color of Italian flag.
I was going to say, this is a bit of a symbol of Italy as well.
Yeah, but also I choose this, and I share this vegetable with Japanese mandolin for give the same look to pasta. Because this, you see, is like a long capellini. This is the name of capellini, angel hair. And this vegetable I cut for have the same look. No? You see, pasta, pecorino, Italy. We want to keep the nostalgic flavor, but I want to give a new experience to my customer.
Well, it is new experience. I mean, vegetables presented like that in a pasta. But how does this thing work? It's very easy, I believe.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
Just a matter of going like that and...
Well, I want to show you. It's very easy. It's not difficult to use. Also, this is Japanese.
Yeah.
I show you one.
It's a courgette.
Courgette, zucchini.
So you're just getting it to the right length, is it?
Yeah, you need to cut right. I want to give the same look of pasta.
Almost a bit of fusion.
Yeah, it's a bit of fusion, but you keep the Italian flavor. But it's So you put this, you can...
Oh, wow. I think I could even do that.
It's not difficult.
That makes life so much easier, doesn't it? And it looks like actually very professional, but of course we are doing professional cooking here.
Oh, very easy.
Wow. Okay, well, shall we put the dish together and see how it looks?
Okay. We put a bit of... This is the white radish.
Yes.
White radish, zucchini. Zucchini, okay. Capellini or angel hair.
Angel hair.
Angel hair.
Is that what it's called now? Capellini is called.
Capellini is also in Italy.
I love angel hair pasta. But are there different, are there any, I don't know, different types that you can get that are better or not as good? Or what do you recommend for angel hair pasta?
But angel hair pasta is good with fish, lobster and everything.
Okay.
With fish normally is okay. With meat we do also homemade tagliatelle, pappardelle, everything.
Right, okay.
A bit of oil. A bit of oil, salt, okay. And we go to plates.
How did you cook the sea bream?
I have a non-stick pan. This fire is not too strong, but medium fire. You need to fillet the fish and the bone, completely the bone. Put the grated pecorino on the meat, and you put on the pan with skin on.
Right.
And don't move. Don't move. The pecorino melt, and after 1 minute, make a crust. When the crust is ready, the fish is cooked.
Wow, okay.
And should you cook it on quite a high heat or low heat?
Medium.
Right.
Because it's too low, it's not good. We need a bit of power for make it crunchy. But, okay, not too much because you burn otherwise. We make the plate, the pasta and the vegetables. You see, have the same look. Okay. We take our fillet. Well, our sauce is with lemon.
Right.
Lemon juice and fish stock reduction.
Right.
The bone, use the same bone, the fish.
Yes.
You boil and make a stock very reduction.
Okay.
And put of lemon juice, and you blend with extra virgin olive oil.
Wow. Can I smell that?
Yes, of course.
That's unusual as well, pairing lemon together with cheese, another sort of
It's
unusual
amazing. It
addition.
actually looks really creamy, doesn't it?
Yes, because when you put the oil and you blend, have like emulsion. Okay, we can put this on top of our fish. Another bit of olive oil, and the plate is ready.
Amazing presentation there, and I'm sure the flavours are just as good. You are also unconventional in pairing this dish, white meat, with a red wine. Is that correct?
Yes,
usually
correct.
we don't do that, do we?
Correct. Usually this is another typical rule because when you eat the fish, you must have white wine. But we use the pecorino cheese, so give a bit of woody flavor. The red wine, one young red wine, of course, don't use very aged red wine because it's too strong.
Right, okay.
But the red wine have sentence of fruit.
Another thing, the fruitiness and the cheese and the fish, you really are getting a different dining experience altogether.
We want to give a new experience. You can use all the 5 cents.
Well, I better try the dish.
Yeah, you've been, I know, he's been
I've been
dying
eyeing
to try it all morning.
Fish is good, cheese is good, it works for me for sure.
But also it's important to have the fresh products.
Definitely.
DBS Indulge, where taste matters, is brought to you by DBS Bank.
Well, there you have it. That was Chef Omar Bernardi from Il Cello breaking the rules, actually. Fish and cheese. How did it... It went down well, though, didn't it?
It's pretty okay, you know. I mean, like the pecorino, you know, it's quite overpowering, but I like the taste of cheese. So.
He did give us a good tip, though. I mean, I guess he's an expert, so he knew how much cheese to put onto it, whereas it can be a little bit difficult for us who are not so expert. Well, to find out more about the dining privileges at Il Cello, do log on to DBS Indulge website, showing right now on your screen. That's a wrap for AM Live today, as Patrick puts on his microphone so you can hear hear him say goodbye. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been the 20th of July, a Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. But do join us next week because
we'll be discussing whether smartphones are making us a less gracious society or not. And also we'll be talking to designers of Gardens by the Bay.
Somewhere where I would like to head to, perhaps this weekend. We'll see. Well, have a lovely weekend. See you on Monday.